Hello everyone, it's Sabrina from Ritual by Design. I'm super excited to share this floral Paisley Mehndi design with you. Follow along as I give you some pointers and talk you through how I created it. Alright, let's get started. The circle is a great central point to start any design. Placing it towards the wrist but not centered is going to give you a really good anchor point and starting to your design. These small humps are really elemental in all traditional Mehndi designs. Don't be afraid to use layers of them to create a more ornate look. The more you can practice these little humps and bring it through your design, the more eye-catching it will be. Alright, the petals. Now this part can be intimidating, so if you're nervous to just freehand it like this, go ahead and create some light lines before so that you can get them perfectly in line. Now I added a paisley. The paisley fits really perfectly around the wrist. It allows the design to go on the wrist but not too much. Having too much design on the wrist sometimes will make it difficult for people to not smudge it, so I try to keep it minimal on the wrist if I can. These draped lines with the lovely leaves are a great way to encase the paisley. Alright, the shading. Now for the shading, you're not squeezing too much, you're just lightly squeezing the cone and you're pulling and releasing pressure and just gliding. Practice this a few times and you'll notice you'll get much better at it. So this paisley is actually going to be a surprise peacock design. Check out that beautiful little beak and that lovely eye. It's always a nice little surprise to add this peacock into your paisley. It makes people really happy to have symbol, something that maybe is a surprise to them. Also, because we've done two paisleys, it gives it a very uniform look. I think any good design has a few elements that you repeat. So of course we're repeating the humps quite a bit, but also repeating the paisley is gonna give it a more thorough look. This next element is a rose. We are squeezing a little more paste, so it gives it a more bold look. The line variation in the design is going to be more appealing if you have different elements. As you can see, I did those 3 flowers, and it's really nice because your eye can put those together. Alright, this is important because what I'm gonna do here is bring back that first flower I did. Repetition is really good to create an eye-catching design. When you're able to repeat patterns, your eye is guided and it just looks more complete. This is one of my favorite ways to kind of fill up that space on the hand so it doesn't look so empty. I've draped 2 skinny lines and I'm creating this vine, and it fills a space without making it look too busy. There is still this open space where the peacock is, and so it allows the design to breathe but also gives it a more full look. Third time's a charm. This is our 3rd paisley, and it's going to balance out the other paisley and kind of showcase the peacock. Let's do the fingers. I started with this triangle design. It really gives the fingers a more elongated, very classy look. When you add a thick line between 2 thin lines, it also makes it look very ornate. Like I said before, having variation in your line weight is what's going to create a very comprehensive and eye-catching design. Now, I've brought in these roses. It's something that I had in the larger design, and I want to continue it in these finger designs. Trick with these roses, you really have to practice these roses a few times. You can see how these thick sort of teardrop shapes, they fold over each other. As you can notice, I haven't finished the index finger design. I leave it open because as I'm working on the hand, I want to be able to rest my fingers on the fingers that I haven't applied the mehndi on yet. And now I go on to continue the index finger design. When it comes to the index finger, since I'm doing this sort of asymmetrical design that goes across the hand, then I want to continue that design onto the index finger and make it a little bit different than the other finger designs. As you can see for the thumb, I'm holding the thumb in my hand so that I can get the right angle. This is always a little bit awkward when you're working on the thumb, but if you can get the right angle and you just move fast, you can get done with that finger before no time. What do you think? I love the repeating patterns. The fingers look exquisite. Beautiful. Thanks Thanks for following along as I showed you how I create this stunning floral paisley design. Like and subscribe for more videos and tutorials, and until next time, take care.